When you turn 60, something changes. And not just in your body or your routine, but in the people around you. The truth hits quietly. The faces you once saw every day start to fade. The phone rings less. Holidays feel different. And suddenly, you begin to realize that the people you always thought would be there might not be. Your children have their own lives. Your old friends are caught in their own battles. And those promises of "I'll always be there" start to blur under the weight of real life. It's not betrayal. It's not selfishness. It's just reality. At first, that realization stings. But what if I told you it's also the beginning of your greatest strength? In this video, we're going to uncover 6 powerful pillars that will support you in ways even your closest family sometimes can't. This isn't about cutting people off. It's about building a foundation so solid, so unshakable, that you never feel helpless again. These are the 6 things that quietly become more dependable than family as you age. They're not flashy. They're not dramatic. But they are essential. And once you understand them, you'll never see support the same way again. So make sure you watch until the end, because what we reveal here could reshape the way you prepare for your later years and protect you from the quiet struggles too many people face alone. Let's get into it. Pillar 1. Financial stability. Let's start with the most uncomfortable truth, the one most people don't want to say out loud. The most reliable support you will ever have isn't a person. It's your financial independence. It doesn't matter how close you are to your family. It doesn't matter how many birthdays you celebrated together or how many favors you've done over the years. When money becomes the issue, things change. Not because people stop loving you, but because love doesn't pay the bills. Let's talk about Richard. Richard is 72. He spent his entire life helping his kids. Co-signed loans, covered emergencies, even paid for a few weddings. He believed without a doubt that if anything ever happened to him, they'd return the favor. That belief kept him comfortable, until the comfort ran out. One unexpected health crisis later, Richard's savings vanished. Medical bills piled up. He made a few calls. At first, there was sympathy, then silence. His kids weren't ignoring him out of cruelty. They were drowning in their own mortgages, their own children, and their own daily chaos. They loved him, but they couldn't save him. That's when Richard learned something most people only understand too late. Depending on others, even those who love you deeply, is a gamble. But depending on yourself, financially, is a guarantee. This isn't about being wealthy. It's about being prepared. Do you have an emergency fund? Do you know exactly where your retirement money is going? Are you relying on a single income stream or diversifying your savings? Because one of the worst feelings in the world is being stuck, not because you didn't work hard, but because you didn't plan for the moment when your safety net disappears. If you're still depending on others for financial help, it's time to ask yourself some hard questions. What happens if the help stops? Could I cover an unexpected medical bill tomorrow? Am I budgeting based on what I hope happens, or on what's actually happening? And here's the thing. It's never too late to make a change. Downsizing, learning to budget smarter, avoiding unnecessary debt, even finding part-time remote work or benefits programs. These steps may not feel glamorous, but they're powerful. They buy you something that no amount of external support ever will: control. Because when the world gets chaotic, and the people you leaned on are suddenly out of reach, your financial stability is the one friend that will always show up. Pillar 2. Physical health. There's one thing in life that no amount of money, love, or promises can replace: your health. After 60, your body becomes either your strongest ally or your greatest limitation. And here's the hard part: most people don't want to admit. Even those who love you the most, your children, your partner, your lifelong friends, can't do this part for you. They can't eat for you. They can't move for you. They can't fight your battles with aging. That job? It's yours, and yours alone. You could have the best insurance, a comfortable home, a loyal support network. But if your body begins to fail, all of that becomes fragile. When your energy drops, when your mobility shrinks, when daily tasks become exhausting, your independence starts slipping through your fingers. And that's when people start relying. Not because they want to, but because they have to. But here's the truth. No one says loud enough. You don't have to wait until your body breaks down to make it stronger. You don't need to run marathons or lift weights at the gym for 2 hours a day. Start small. Walk after dinner. Do simple stretches in the morning. Choose one healthy meal over processed junk. Every little decision you make adds up to one powerful message to yourself. I'm still in control. Think about this. What good is money if you're too weak to enjoy it? What's the point of free time if pain keeps you stuck in bed? How much freedom do you really have if someone else has to help you out of a chair? You've made it this far. Don't let that effort go to waste by giving up on the one thing that carries you through every single day, your body. And if you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, and you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you do that now. Turn on the bell so you don't miss any future videos. Your support helps us continue creating content to inform and inspire you. Because staying strong isn't just about muscles or looks. It's about freedom, dignity, and having the power to live your way, no matter your age. Pillar 3. Mental resilience. Here's a truth most people avoid. Aging doesn't just challenge your body. It tests your mind in ways you never expected. Loneliness, loss, irrelevance. These aren't just emotional buzzwords. They're real battles millions of people face silently after 60. And if you don't build the mental strength to face them, they'll eat away at your confidence, your optimism, and even your will to keep moving forward. See, the world doesn't stop when you age. But sometimes, people stop listening. You might feel like you're being overlooked, like your voice doesn't matter as much, like your value has somehow faded just because your hair turned gray. That's a lie. A cruel illusion society pushes when it doesn't know how to handle aging. But mental resilience, that's your armor. It's what keeps you grounded when people disappoint you. It's what helps you adapt when life throws curveballs. Illnesses, loss, change. It's the quiet voice that says, I still have worth, I still have fight, I'm still here, and I matter. Take Margaret. She's 68. Widowed, living alone, her kids live in different states. She spent the first few years after her husband passed drifting, until one day she joined a local community class just to get out of the house. She made new friends, learned a new skill, and slowly, the spark returned. Not because someone saved her, but because she chose to keep showing up. Mental resilience isn't something you're born with. It's built by choosing not to spiral, by choosing to challenge negative thoughts, by remembering that your story isn't over, it's evolving. So, ask yourself, do you start each day with gratitude or worry? Are you actively feeding your mind, reading, learning, engaging? Do you believe, deep down, that your best days might still be ahead? Because if you don't build mental strength, now the smallest stressor later can feel like a collapse. But if you strengthen your mindset today, even the biggest storms won't shake you. Pillar 4. Community and connection. Let's get real for a moment. Isolation is a silent killer. It doesn't show up all at once. It creeps in slowly. When the calls stop coming, when the invites dry up, when the house gets too quiet and the days start to blur together. After 60, it's dangerously easy to slip into a life of solitude. Your children get busy. Friends move away. People you once relied on might no longer be around. And before you know it, you're spending more time with the TV than with actual people. But here's the truth that can literally save your life. Connection isn't a luxury. It's a lifeline. The studies are crystal clear. Loneliness in older adults increases the risk of cognitive decline, heart disease, depression, and even early death. And yet, so many suffer in silence, believing it's just part of getting old. It's not. You need community like your body needs water. You need laughter, conversation, a sense of being seen and heard. Because no matter how strong you are financially or physically, if your days are filled with silence, life loses color. And here's the good news. Building connection doesn't mean partying every weekend or having dozens of friends. It means being intentional. Join a book club. Take a class at your local community center. Volunteer, even just once a week. Reconnect with that old friend you lost touch with. Every conversation is a step back into the world. Every shared laugh is a shield against despair. Every connection is a reminder. I am still part of something bigger than myself. Think about this. Would you wait until you were hungry to start growing food? Of course not. So don't wait until you feel unbearably lonely to start building your social support system. Because even the strongest tree needs the forest. You were never meant to go through this life, or this stage of life, alone. Pillar 5. Purpose and meaning. Here's a truth that most people overlook. Your sense of purpose is more than a nice to have. It's essential for your survival. After 60, it's easy to feel like life's main chapters are behind you. Retirement, kids grown, less responsibility, and suddenly a creeping question. What's next? Without a clear purpose, days can blur into emptiness. Motivation fades. Even your health can start to suffer. But when you have a purpose, a reason to get up in the morning, everything changes. Purpose fuels your energy. It drives your happiness. It anchors your identity. And here's what's shocking. People who find new meaning after 60 live longer, healthier, and more joyful lives. Whether it's volunteering, mentoring, pursuing a hobby, or even starting a small business, the key is that it has to matter to you. Look at Tom, a 65-year-old retired engineer who felt lost after retirement. He found purpose when he started teaching local kids how to code. Now every class lights him up. Purpose didn't just fill his time, it gave his life new meaning. Ask yourself, what excites me? What legacy do I want to leave? How can I contribute? Not for others, but for my own soul? If you don't find purpose, life becomes something to endure. But with purpose, it becomes something to celebrate. Pillar 6. Adaptability and learning. If there's one thing life after 60 teaches you, it's this. The world never stops changing, and neither should you. Change can feel intimidating. New technology, shifting social norms, unexpected health, challenges. It's tempting to resist, to stick with what's comfortable. But here's the catch. Resistance can lead to isolation and frustration. The people who thrive as they age are the ones who embrace learning, who see every day as an opportunity to grow, adapt, and reinvent themselves. Think about the power of this mindset. Learning a new skill keeps your brain sharp. Trying new things fuels confidence and joy. Adapting to change means you're not held back by fear or habit. Take Blake, who at 71 took up painting after decades of thinking, "That's, not for me." Today, her artwork is showcased at local galleries, and she's found a community that inspires her daily. Adaptability isn't just about survival. It's about thriving with grace and curiosity, no matter what life throws your way. So ask yourself, am I open to new experiences? Do I welcome challenges as chances to grow? How can I keep learning and evolving every day? Because when you stay flexible, you keep your power. You keep your independence. And you keep writing the story of your life. one exciting chapter at a time. When you step back and look at these 6 pillars: financial stability, physical health, mental resilience, community and connection, purpose and meaning, and adaptability, it's clear they're more than just ideas. They're your foundation for a strong, secure, and vibrant life after 60. No matter what challenges come your way, building on these pillars means you'll never feel powerless, alone, or unprepared. You'll have the tools to face whatever life throws at you with confidence and grace. If you've found these insights valuable so far, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, stay connected, and keep building your pillars, because your best years are still ahead.